What up, world? Digimon Mac? What? You know what it is. We going in with EX8, baby. Chain of Liberation here, ready to be opened, and I'm looking forward to see what goodies we get inside. So if this is the video for you as I go through my packs, then make sure you stick around and enjoy it. If you're new to the channel, like what you see, make sure you subscribe and turn the notification bell. I'm doing videos on the reg. So let's bust in here right now, because I must admit, I'm hella excited with this set. There's definitely a lot of things that we are wanting. A lot of decks that definitely get that nice glorious bit of support, and yeah, I'm all for it. And the boxes have been treating me pretty nice, so here I'm expecting the box maybe not be popping, but you know what, I love to be proven wrong. So what you get straight off the bat, you get the upgrade pack, and then you also get the legend pack there as well. So this will have an altar of Guilmon, Terriermon, Venomon, Agunimon or Lobomon, and then this one is essentially have some promos in there too. So let's see what got going on in this one first and see what good. Recently I have changed my camera. Obviously you can see the setup is slightly different, so because I've got a better tripod, it means that I actually can use my better lens, so hopefully we'll be able to really showcase some of the textures here for you. So as you can see, we do have the Agunimon, which is the Agunimon from BT17, the one that is an absolute menace. Absolutely stunning artwork here, great illustration, and definitely something that you want to be obviously using if you are a red hybrid enthusiast. And then let's see what's going on with the upgrade pack here, which should be, I'm kind of hoping it's going to be something different. Recently I've just been getting the damn plugin. We do start off with some good spice here. So we do have the Tyrannomon X Antibody promo, which is actually quite essential in regards to using this with the Dino deck. Pretty nice. Got the raid, got the when attacking. If this card has Tyrannomon in its name, or X Antibody in the Digimon's Digivolution source, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card with Tyrannomon in its name, or Dinosaur in trait from hand with the Digivolution cost reduced by 1. So really good way to kind of cheat up your line. And then it's got Inheritable Pierce in there too. And then we did get this is actually quite a good card in the Nature Spirit deck, just because it is a free drop, which is very nice. It does have an on-play, and when on deletion, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. So really quite cute. So overall, not a bad set of promos that we got there. So let's get to the real fun stuff here, and that's obviously going to be opening these suckers. You know how we do this. So I think what I'm going to do here, I'm going to play some bets. I think my alternate arts are probably going to be the ice one. I can't ever pronounce the name. Scoop dap doo 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 mon. And I'm going to say I'm probably going to get an alt tamer, and I'm going to say it's probably going to be the dino tamer. So we'll see what's going on. We're starting off with the left side standard, and I'm going to just cut these open one by one and hopefully make the overall experience good. If I can get a secret, that'd be amazing, but I just don't know. So here we go. Dolphinmon, Wargramon X Antibody, which is I had a little test with it last night. Great card, absolutely fantastic card. The fact that you're able to draw one, trash one, and then if you have Groundmon or X Antibody in the source, the Digimon gains on deletion, you're able to play a Guilmon from trash without paying the cost. Beautiful card. So nothing too spicy here. Pizamon, and then we do get the fridge one there as well, which, you know, we're starting off a little bit slow. But you know what? Like I say, if we do manage to get a secret, be amazing. The secrets in this set are all good, so it's not like you're gonna get shafted by having, like, you pull one secret or one secret that's trash, and then, you know, like BT15, where you get a Pokemon, which is obviously restricted to 1, and then you can get the metal Garurumon, which obviously is definitely a better trade-off. So we do get a foiled card there as well, which is the Merimon. This is actually my second one. I've not really been getting good foil cards, I'm not gonna lie. I'll just put this aside, but hey ho, you know, we ball. So we do get the Golemon, and then we do get, oh, there we go, Scoop Scap Doo 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 Scattymon. Don't know why. Don't know why I thought that was a lot harder to pronounce. It actually isn't. So Skydemon's part of the kind of like the Ice Snow Liberator deck. So great card. What it does here. When Digivolving on top of a Ice Snow traded Digimon, level 5 for free, which is good. If you obviously outside of archetypes, it'll cost you 4. Got Ice Clad and Barrier, which are 2 quite powerful keywords there. When Digivolving, you may play 1 level 4 or lower Ice Snow trait Digimon card from your hand without paying the cost. For each of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution source, you can add 1 to the effect levels maximum, which is actually quite huge. It's actually quite easy to essentially, you know, get a lot of bodies on field that don't have sources. So definitely quite a powerful one. And it's got another when Digivolving and when attacking once per turn. By placing 1 Digimon with no Digivolution cards as the bottom security card, this Digimon unsuspend. So obviously you can go for a nice little bit of multi-swing action if needs be. But that texture though is slapping. The lens is doing it absolute justice, which is good because I paid a fair bit for it. So that's what we like. That is what we like. So 1 SR down, taking a steady. We'll speed it up a little bit towards like once we get through the majority of the packs, but that's 1 SR. So maximum with these EX sets you can get up to 2 alternate arts, or you could potentially get 3 alternate arts with the secret being 1. So here we go. So speaking of an alternate art, we do get Barbamon X Antibody, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm not mazily happy with this one being my alt art slot, but regardless, it is a stunning alt. I'll give it that. And JP have been cooking with this. So because it is an X Antibody trait Digimon, it can evolve on top of Barbamon for the cost of 1. Otherwise, if you've got a hard evo into this, it's going to cost you 4. You can use X Antibody Protoform to reduce the cost there as well. When Digivolving and when attacking once per turn, your opponent may trash 1 card in hand. If this effect didn't trash, you may play 1 Fallen Angel trait Digimon with a play cost of 7 or less from your trash without paying the cost, which is not bad, but 9 times out of 10 the opponent will just happily just get rid of 1 card from the hand. Realistically, all turns, when your opponent's hand is trashed from, if Barbamon or X Antibody is in this Digimon's Digivolution source, trash your opponent's top security card. So I suppose either or, you're either going to force the opponent to not trash something from the hand, they play out a Fallen Angel, which probably is a little bit worse, or if they do, then effectively you're trashing their security by 1, which is pretty nice. But regardless, it's just not a deck that I want to be pursuing in all honesty. But hey ho, that is one of our alt slots taken, which ain't so hot, but we ball. So Golemon, Marine, Golem. I'm looking forward to kind of the mineral deck. The mineral deck looks pretty fun. Potential OTK shenanigans. This card is just busted. It's literally a Zumagon Punch, but better. But we'll see if we do manage to get some of the actual SRs for that, because I do currently have 2. But you know, you need a playset until we actually get some further support on the top end. So Landramon, Tsukuyamon, Sakyamon, shall I say? Toronto. I've got to stop on this because this card, for an uncommon, is so strong you would not believe. The fact when you combo it up with the Groundmon X Antibody, it forces the opponent in a way that the only way you can get rid of this body is by deleting it. But then obviously you delete it, you're effectively giving the opponent opportunity to play out a Guilmon. It's just nuts. And the deletion effect there as well is like 10k if you have X Antibody or War Groundmon in the Digivolution source. Because if you've got those inheritables that increase the maximums, this could be literally clapping out like 13k body Digimon. It's so nuts. And then the inheritable security attack, very strong uncommon card, really accelerates and adds power to the Gallantmon deck for real. but don't think this is going to be anything spicy on this one. Get my hand back in the game, and yeah, just 2 rares on that one. Let me take a steady. Not a problem. On to the next pack. So hopefully everyone else is going to have an amazing look on their packs. Definitely drop a comment in the box. Let me know what you have actually got so far, and what you're intending to build this format. Obviously, Nationals is pretty much completed for the US, so I suppose now it's a little bit of downtime. Obviously, people can play with the fun decks, which fun decks is always great, and that's why I like my locals, is that we are quite off meta. So you can kind of go in with your fun decks or your pet decks, and have a good time, and you're not just getting kind of steamrolled in that sense. But at times we can all decide if we want to kind of lock in and play meta if we want to. But 9 times out of 10 we are pretty much playing kind of off meta. The amount of times I literally go in and just play Syndril for pretty much a whole format is is quite crazy. But I like doing that though. I do like playing kind of underdog decks. Just because if they do kind of step on business, let's just say, it feels good. It feels like the win is well earned. You've battled against the odds, which is nice. So let's keep on going. But for me, this format, it's going to be definitely Gallantmon. I mean, Gallantmon deck's been literally collecting dust, and now the fact that it's got a very good, strong top end, not too OP. But very strong. You can get rid of it off the board quite efficiently, but it just requires you to kind of really play around the memory marker, or the memory gauge, when you actually trying to remove it and not give the opponent too much memory. But it is definitely a force to be reckoned with, without a doubt. And Protoform definitely helps out with that. Just gives it a bit more sustain. Which is good, because Gallantmon's always been a deck that, it doesn't have much sustain. It is still kind of a bit of a glass cannon, but the sustain definitely was not there to at least try to stay in the game. Whereas now, you definitely have that sustain whilst having that power there too. So nothing spicy there. Sheesh, these packs are being hot trash at the moment. Jesus. Literally 2 hits so far. I mean, a Gallantmon X antibody would be the absolute nuts, I'm not gonna lie. That would really flesh out my deck for real. But see what good here. See what good. Like even just an SR of some variety would be kind of nice. But we do get the Redmon X antibody, and I ain't gonna lie, I am not looking forward to the Sukuyamon loop. That's going to be interesting, to say the least. But my question to the audience here is, like, do you think that deck will get hit before it touches us, or do you think that we're going to kind of experience the Sukuyamon loop in our format? Because it's quite interesting, the whole game mechanic and how it can accelerate and almost just kind of floodgate you out of the game, or lock you out of the game, because when Rumo just puts that blanket down, it's very little that you can do. You kind of forced him raising, which isn't the vibe. You can't necessarily do too much there. So we do get, oh man, this is not the pack at all. So we or the box, I say. So we do get Balmon, or Bolt Batomon, alt, which I ain't gonna lie, the artwork is clean. The artwork is nice, but yeesh. Got two alts that I ain't gonna be touching, I ain't gonna lie. But regardless, this deck does have a little bit of legs. I can see where it's going. There's gonna be a lot of support for it. So it is a 5 Evo. If you Evo on top of a black or yellow. Then it does have a DNA requirement there as well. And with this deck, it can go wide. And getting the DNA effect off is definitely quite achievable. But when Digivolving, Digivolve free one of your opponent's Digimon, and for the turn, all their Digimon get minus 6k DP, which is quite a strong blanket. That's stronger than the room mode. Then, if DNA'd, you may play up to 10 play cost totals worth of NSO trait Digimon cards from your trash without paying the cost. So that's what you count as rally the troops. Go hard. All turns. When other Digimon are deleted, trash your opponent's top security card. So it's definitely got potential. I can see where it's going. I just don't know if it's got legs. I'm always a bit skeptical when it comes to DNA based decks because it's very piece reliant, which ain't great. And sometimes consistency is key. And if you can't get those pieces, you just you're not doing much. But when you're there, you're eating. You are eating. I just want to be eating quicker. I'm impatient. So that was our second ult. So right now, I mean, 2 ults on the right side of the box. We're going to need a freaking miracle to get at least something spicy from this box. I'm talking real spice. Oh, well, that's pretty much concluded that. And I called it. I absolutely called it that this would be my ult of the box. It's gorgeous. It's an absolutely stunning ult right there. I'm not gonna lie. It's really, really good. I'm hoping that the camera is doing it justice right there. Absolutely beautiful. But that is literally probably all my hits unless we get an SP, which I ain't feeling too hopeful, guys. I'm like, an SP card probably not going to happen so much. So I think what I'm going to do is moving forward on the next side, because we have hit our targets and we're getting another target right there. Sheesh, Padmon up in the business. I'll start basically just revealing the 2 cards at the back, make it a little bit quicker. But Padmon's quite an interesting ace card. Part of the, obviously, the Bolt Batamon kind of archetype there. So with this, either for 4 on top of a yellow or purple Digimon, or you can either for the cost of 3 on top of a Nightmare Soldier traded Digimon there as well. So obviously Blast Digivolve, handy. On play when Digivolving, activate the effects below 4 times, which is quite cool. So it means that you can essentially spread out. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2000 DP for the turn. So you could literally distribute where you want that minus DP, which is pretty handy. All turns once per turn. When other Digimon are deleted, you may play 1 level 4 or lower Nightmare Soldier trait Digimon card from your trash without paying the cost. So it is a great enabler. The fact that it's all turns is pretty awesome. But it is an ace, and you know, you gotta make sure you try to keep this brother on the field in order to kind of get that off, because 9 times out of 10 Digimon don't really stay on the field that long unless the opponent's incredibly bricking, which 9 times out of 10 they're probably not. So right, that is literally the left side done. Right side, should I say. So now we have the left side, which, like I've mentioned, I will literally just reveal the 2 at the back, because we do have technically all of our hits. Possible that we could get an SP card. I can't see it happening, in all honesty. The pop-off will be real if that happens, and I definitely know for a goddamn fact we ain't getting a secret. So, unless, like I say, it's an SP card. So they do not contribute to the overall total. I think they take a different slot. So here we go. Let's do it. So from the back, we do get a Pyramidmon, which this card I'm quite happy with, because finally Black's got its kind of little own identity a little bit more, especially for the mineral, and also it is a liberated deck. So liberated decks always going to get that constant support. Currently it does have some promos that you can win from your store tournaments, which is very, very nice. But this boy, it does evo for the cost of 4. So, you know, there is ways to obviously reduce that cost. You could actually run the liberator option if you wanted to. That effectively would make it a free cost whilst adding a bit of consistency in terms of searching. But it does have fragment free, and fragment free essentially would be if this Digimon would be deleted, you can trash any of your free Digivolution sources to prevent it from being deleted, which is pretty cool right there. He does have when digivolving and when attacking, and these are not once per turn. By trashing any 3 dissolution cards with mineral or rock trait from your Digimon, this Digimon unsuspends and gains security attack +1 for the turn. So it's quite funny with this, because the way it reads is by trashing any 3 dissolution cards with mineral or rock from your Digimon. So I presume is it just this Digimon or any Digimon? Because it usually would say from this Digimon, would it? Drop a comment in the box. It'd be interesting to be honest. It would make sense to trash it from this Digimon, but you know. But then it's got end of your turn. You may place up to 3 Digimon cards with mineral or rock trait from your trash as this Digimon's bottom Digimon. So this is what I mean. So that actually reads as if like you can just trash any. So if you had 2 Digimon with a few sources out on the field, you could trash 1 off this one, 2 off the other one to get this effect. Spicy. Occasionally I do read cards. So let me know in the comments on that one, because that's technically how that reads. It doesn't necessarily state from this Digimon's dissolution source being the thing. So here we go. Let's try to think how to do this a bit more better. But let's just do that. Let's just keep with it. Let's just commit. So yeah, nothing too spicy there. Just there. Just the same old chefs on that bad boy. Maybe if I just do that, and then there we go. So then we get Susan and Goemon. Yeah, we should be flying through this. Flying through this. Can't believe I've got all my hits that early. Rarely never happens, but you know, occasionally it does. This boy, good card. Honestly, thank you Bandai for printing this bad boy, because the inheritable is so freaking useful, and I can kind of see why when we get the new Takato, the EX2 one gets reduced, because this kind of does what the EX2 one is doing. Obviously you do get blitz, but that gaining the memory is kind of already built in, and the amount of times that I was gaining back memory to do more plays with Galtmon was fantastic. So yes, thank you Bandai for printing this. It's definitely helped the deck in terms of consistency there as well. An additional drop out when you are raising, because it costs 0 to Evo on top of a Guilmon, and also 0 if you was gonna Evo on top of Guilmon. So it's just absolute positive all round. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Come on, SP, feel it in my bones. Feel it in my bones. SP, let's get it. Come on. And we get the Justimon X. I would have loved this a lot, to be honest. Like this would have been slapping. But this boy has got a lot of keywords going for him. He's got rush, he's got piercing, he's got security attack +1. Very heavy hitter card, even for the cost of 4, but it can evo for the cost of 1 on top of a Justimon in name, and or a X antibody trait, or with an X antibody trait for the cost of 1. I think I read that right. When attacking, once per turn, activate 1 when digivolving effect of 1 Digimon card with Justimon in its name, in its Digimon's Digivolution cards, which is kind of standard, to be honest. That's definitely nothing new for any Justimon player out there. And then end of your turn, once per turn, if the opponent has an unsuspended Digimon, this Digimon may attack the player. So very interesting in terms of the effect there. Pretty cool card, I'm not gonna lie. It looks awesome. I'm really glad they've actually introduced Justimon X Antibody into the actual card game to give it a bit more life. I don't know how it interacts with the old support. I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know how you even build the deck. being the thing, I don't know how much it's changed. But we get Frigimon and Myotismon. Nothing too spicy there. The spice is all gone. The retention is going to drop massively. So let's see what we've got going on here. Susan, and nice. Metal Seedramon Ace. You know what? With the new announcement of the support with the Giga Seedramon, it's looking kind of interesting in terms of the direction it's going, and I think it might be a bit of a sleeper deck, to be honest. Drop a comment in the box what you think. But Metal Seedramon here can Evo for the cost of 3 on top of a level 5 with Deep Sea trait, or if not, Evo on top of a black or blue for the cost of 4. Obviously, we've got the Blast Digivolve timing right there. On playing when Digivolving, Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon, then return their play cost of 7 or lower Digimon to the bottom of the deck. So obviously, after they've kind of de-Digivolved, 9 times out of 10 you should be getting that off, depending on obviously what their play cost is. And then all turns, while you have 1 or more memory, none of your opponent's Digimon can suspend. So that pretty much just turns off blockers. And it also has the rule that it is an aquatic type there as well. Obviously that overflow 3/4 is obviously applied there too. So Metal Seedramon, not a bad card. Definitely looking forward to the support that it is getting, and I'm kind of keen with the deck. I don't know if we need those promos or this promo Seedramon, which I kind of hope we don't, but I feel like we probably do, because you know most of the times you do need some of these promos to get the decks going, and I feel like Bandai is really going into quite a promo heavy like orientated kind of system recently, which is a bit annoying, just because the price of them just skyrockets. So nothing spicy on that one. I think we've probably got to the end of our box, which I'm not gonna lie, it's probably the worst box I've had out of what I received. So we do get the Sakuyamon X antibody there. Like, getting this as an alt would have been a whole lot better. So Sakuyamon X antibody. I'm not too sure if this is actually ran in the Sakuyamon loop, and I don't think it is. But if you was going to run this in a pure version, obviously this is going to be helpful for you, because if you want to go into this, it's going to cost you 4. Obviously, if we are running proto form, so going to obviously reduce that by 1, so it costs you 3. Or you can Digivolve on top of a Sakuyamon in name, with or without X antibody for the cost of 1. So when Digivolving, if Sakuyamon or X antibody is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, play 1 Uka U Mitama token, which is a yellow Digimon with 9,000 DP and got Rush, which once again pushing for that aggression could be pretty awesome. Your turn, once per turn. When one of your Digimon attacks, you may use a single color option with a play cost of, or with a use cost of 5 or less from hand without paying its cost. If this effect was used, one of your Digimon unsuspend. This is freaking nutty. And I swear to God, like, Revelation would go hard in this deck. Would go so hard in this deck. You use that. I mean, granted, you'd not necessarily got Kari, but I mean, you could easily tech it in if you wanted to. Some spicy lists that you can do, and then just play a Digimon out if it's a yellow Digimon in there, and then you've got essentially a bomb, which is going to just give you a whole blanket of 5k when it's triggered. It's pretty nutty, I like Sakuyamon. I do like Sakuyamon. Unfortunately, I've just not got the pieces. You know, that waifu tax be expensive. So Metal Seedramon and Golem, which meh. So last pack, guys. Are we feeling that SP magic? Are we feeling that SP magic? I feel like it's going to be here, guys. I feel like we just got it. It's behind close. It's clearly behind close. No spice to be had there. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna lie, guys, not the hottest box. I think the only alternate art that I'm happy with is getting the Skademon. That's it. that right there is it. Being the thing. But, you know, it is what it is. So let's just do a little bit of a roundup just to get a bit more of a art appreciation. So obviously Sukumon, beautiful art there. Really just the rays just slap, and this is just the regular art as well, so that's like crazy. Metal Seadra, not massively amazing fan of the original, the regular art, but you know, it still slaps, still does what it's doing. Just my next antibody, would have loved to have got the alt, but I'm just not him on this occasion. Then Pyramid Mom, yes sir, looking cool, bruh, looking cool. And obviously the Pied Ace, love to see it. Then we got Skater Mom, which is quite a cool concept. I think it's quite cute. But then we have the fucking gorgeous. Sheesh, that slaps. That right there, beautiful. I do actually have the alt aim as well, so that's gonna be that's quite awesome. And then Mom, or you know the pirate dude. I tried, I failed, my days, but that really does go hard. Good artwork, I can't deny that. And then we do get the Barber Mom, next antibody, which I mean the artwork's great. I just feel like Barber Mom as a Demon Lord just got really shafted right there. But that concludes the box opening. I hope this new format is a lot more pleasurable on the eyes. I hope the camera did justice. Let me know in the comments. I wish everyone the best of luck on their pulls. But guys, stay safe, stay fly, and I'll catch you next one. D-Dread off the mic.